Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our high school football game of the week. Tonight's game has Fox Valley Lutheran traveling to Appleton Xavier in the Eastern Valley Conference. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dave Labar along with Gary Sievert. Fox Valley Lutheran 2-4, Appleton Xavier 5-1. Two important games as we get into the home stretch.
Well, we're looking at the playoff picture now. If you're Fox Valley Lutheran, you must win out the remainder of the games to finish above 500 at 5-4. Big task for FVL, my alma mater, I might add. They were limited. They played Wapaka last week and were limited to 90 yards of total offense. Alec Brandenburg, number 32, must have a big game. He was limited 11 carries for 27 yards last week, so he's the fourth leading rusher in the conference. He needs to have a big breakout game.
And Appleton Xavier, this is a game that they have to have for seeding, and plus they can't look past this game because they have Wapaka next.
Yeah, if we take a look next week, the big game, they're at Wapaka, so they need to take care of Xavier. They're 5-1. They need to stay on track so they get a shot at the conference title. We take a look at a strong running game. Connor O'Brien is their leading running back.
Okay, and if this game gets out of whack, Gary has lots of nostalgia to bring forth for us, right?
Well, it's Rocky Blyer and Mike Heidemann. It's great to be here on this field. A lot of history here.
Okay, it should be a good one. We'll get to that kickoff in just a moment on Time Warner Cable Sports. Rocky Blyer Field, you remember this guy, right? From the 60s. Of course, he played Appleton Xavier, went down to star for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Rocky Blyer played here from 1961 to 1963, and the field was renamed for him during a 2005 field makeover. Rocky Blyer playing in the early 60s, came in with almost 3,000 yards rushing in his 3-year high school career.
Well, Fox Valley Lutheran will receive. They are dressed in the white and burgundy, and Appleton Xavier dressed in the blue and silver, and we're just about ready to go. Eastern Valley Conference matchup, a big game for both teams. Fox Valley Lutheran 2-4 on the year, and Appleton Xavier 5-1. Doing the kicking for Appleton Xavier, Paul Eglar. And deep to receive for Fox Valley Lutheran, Eric Edler, Alec Brandenburg, Aaron Zuberbier also back there as a drop 3. We're just about ready to go. Eastern Valley matchup. Hope you enjoy this one. Here we go. Taken at the 12 for Brandenburg. And Brandenburg tripped up at the 30-yard line. So the Foxes will start 1st and 10 from there.
Brandenburg brought down by number 32, Jack Little. We mentioned earlier Alec Brandenburg, the number 4th rusher in the conference. Limited to only 27 yards last week against Wapaka, but the Wapaka defense limited FVL to 90 yards, so he needs to have a great evening for the Foxes. It's not burgundy, it's maroon and gray.
The Maroons. We'll see the Maroons next week too. To the air, throw, complete to Brandenburg, and Brandenburg, hey, that looks like a first down to start things off for the Foxes.
Nice little swing pass for Brandenburg on the right side, brought down by number 5, Calvin Schuby. I'll take a look at the replay. Sam Cusso dropping back, just gets away from the sack there. Brandenburg in the right flat, turns it upfield. First down for the Foxes.
11-yard gain for the Foxes. Casso is the quarterback, Sam Casso. And the handoff goes to Gulbranson, and Gulbranson is tripped up, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by number 10, Chris Little.
No gain on the play.
Our first carry tonight by number 36, Dan Gulbranson. Off left tackle, Gulbranson coming in with 74 carries for 533 yards in the conference.
2nd and 10 from the eye. Here comes the draw. Brandon Bergen, we have a fumble, and the ball is loose, but the Foxes recovered their own fumble. Alert play there by Mike Arndt.
Mike Arndt was on it right away, loose just for a second. Take a look at the replay. Brandenburg, the ball carrier, gets to the outside, gets hit right there, and you're going to see the ball come loose. But right next to him is Mike Arndt, who quickly makes the recovery.
Calvin Shuby looks like he got knocked that one away. 3rd and 6 for the Foxes. 2 receivers set on the play action, looking, has a man and incomplete. Popped through the hands of Gulbranson, and it is 4th down.
Gulbranson had 2 catches last week against Wapaka. Take a look at the replay on 3rd down. Cuso dropping back. Gets a little protection, like those little swing passes right through his hands. Brings up 4th down.
And that looked like it would have been enough for the 1st down, but the incompletion, 4th down for the Foxes. Nice high kick. And the fair catch is taken by Dan Klister. So we'll get our first look. Appleton Xavier's offense.
Eric Giedler with the punt for the Foxes. Our first look tonight at Connor O'Brien, only a junior. Had 21 carries last week for 112 yards against Berlin. And comes in with 74 carries, 533 yards in the conference. The Eastern Valley, a 10-team conference.
Adam Bates is your quarterback, number 6. In motion is O'Brien. And that one just a short gain, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Dan Krieger on the carry.
Dan Krieger, number 1. How many fullbacks have we seen wear number 1?
Mm-hmm.
Not too many.
Second down for the Hawks. And Krieger busts through with nice gain out to the 29-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for Appleton Xavier.
Connor O'Brien, the ball carrier, his first carry tonight. Gain of 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and short 2.
So we're just underway. No score from Appleton Xavier in this Eastern Valley Conference. A 22nd Apple Bowl being played tonight between these 2 longtime rivals. 3rd and 2 for Xavier. And busting through, he's close, but I don't think he got it. I think Connor O'Brien got shot back. Actually, it was Dan Krieger with the carry. I don't think he got it.
Take a look at number 1, Dan Krieger, right up the middle. Gets through the line of scrimmage. Eric Edler and number 10, Max Vermeeren with the tackle. Officials timeout.
Yeah, let's see where they mark that forward progress. Got a generous mark here. And let's see, it is close. It is 4th down. It's short. You can't get much closer than that without getting the 1st down. Okay. Well, they remeasured. I think the one official put his bifocal down there and got that one.
Or I think there might have been a kink in the link.
Oh, that was enough to do it. Okay. It is 1st and 10 for Appleton Xavier. And the handoff, that's not going very far. Dan Krieger on the carry.
Yeah, a little bit of a mix-up on the handoff between Bates and Krieger. Adam Bates, senior quarterback.
He'll say no gain on the play, so be 2nd and 10. No score, just underway here. Second and 10. Krieger trying to get to the outside, getting some blockers out there, and he's finally run down at the 36-yard line. Gain of 5.
Krieger, the ball carrier. A lot of east-west running here. Gain of maybe 3 on the play. Finally brought down by number 12, J.T. Schlaver.
Well, they say he stepped out at the 34, so it'll be 3rd and 7 for Xavier. 2 receiver set. That's O'Brien in motion, and he'll put it on the ground, and O'Brien trying to bounce to the outside, and he's taken down at the 37. It is 4th down.
Brought down by number 74, Sam Spaeth for the Foxes.
Well, Appleton Xavier, boy, they went through some up and downs in their football program. Starting out in the 60s, they were dominant, and then had some tough times in the 70s and 80s, came back a little bit in the 90s, and the last 8 years under head coach David Hinkins, they've come through to be one of the powerhouses in the conference.
If we go back to nostalgia, Torchy Clark, first football coach for Appleton Xavier, also a famed basketball coach.
I think more people know him for his basketball than anything, right?
Right, exactly.
But they had some good athletes here.
The Apple Bowl won the last 5 years by Appleton Xavier. As we walked in tonight, we saw the nice trophy, started in 1987. A thought originated by athletic director Gene Strews, I believe. That's kept the Apple Bowl trophy going.
Okay, the Foxes with the ball at the 27-yard line. Vermeeren in motion. And the first back through to the 31-yard line. And that was 36, Dan Gulbranson on the carry.
Gulbranson, 5'10", 195-pound senior. Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6 from the 31 for Fox Valley Lutheran. Brandenburg, the lone back, and trying to cut through. Brandenburg cut down in a fine defensive play by Chris Little.
Well, we mentioned Chris Little earlier getting some key tackles, getting some nice penetration. Take a look at number 10, Chris Little goes through the line untouched. Able to wrap up Brandenburg on one ankle.
Loss of 3 on the play, so it brings up a 3rd and 9 for the Foxes. See if they go to the air. Eric Edler, number 7, to the left. It is play action, rolling, throwing, looking, and it is incomplete. Edler was the intended receiver. It's 4th down.
Pretty well covered by number 20, Connor O'Brien, on that play as well. Pass a little bit underthrown. Eric Edler, the intended receiver. Eric Edler back to punt for the Foxes.
Looks like some pretty good field position here for, now they're going to go for the block, and they almost did. And a nice punt back to the 40-yard line. And it's taken by Klister, and Klister, no place to go, and a late flag comes down.
Klister wrapped up by number 10, Max Vermeeren. There you see the Foxes fans.
Well, usually a clip or a push in the back, right?
Nice call, Mr. Official Dave LeBar. Your official up in the skybox.
So that'll back it up from the 35. There's the push in the back, and they'll move it back to the 28-yard line. 10-yard infraction. First and 10 for Appleton Xavier. The Hawks 5-1 on the season in the Eastern Valley. No score in this one. 5:54 remaining in the first quarter.
And we'll take a look at those. We'll take a look at those conference records as soon as we get a break here in the Eastern Valley, so we know who's in that conference.
That's O'Brien, and Bryan crashes through to about the 29.
Number 57, Mike William, initial contact for FVL.
Well, you said in the beginning the team to watch out for in this Eastern Valley is definitely Wapaka.
Well, the last couple years, you take a look, and it was when it was a Valley 8 conference as well, Wapaka and Xavier, and now with the expansion, they've added Ripon and Berlin to the conference, and we'll take a look at Wapaka 6-0, leading the conference.
And the double reverse there, and it went back to Dan Krieger. The initial handoff went to O'Brien, and he handed it back to Krieger.
Take a look at the replay. Connor O'Brien gets the first ball. You see Dan Krieger coming right at you. Kind of ran into his own blocker a little bit there.
Third and 10 for the Hawks. Bates rolling. Looks like everybody's covered, so he takes it himself, and down at the 35, and a 3-and-out for Appleton Xavier.
Well, Bates trying to get his receivers open downfield, and it just didn't happen. Well covered by the defensive backs for FVL.
So Eric Edler and Daniel Gulbranson deep to receive the anticipated punt. And flag coming out. Too much time, I believe.
Take a look at our standings. Wapaka 6-0, Ripon and Xavier both at 5-1. Clintonville and Little Chute both at 4-2. Ripon is playing at Little Chute tonight. Winnicott 2-4. FVL we mentioned earlier 2-4. Freedom and Berlin at 1-5, and Omro at 0-6 in the Eastern Valley Conference.
Illegal substitution is the official infraction. So Paul Eigler back to punt. End over end kick, and it's a short kick, but it gets an Appleton Xavier bounce, and it's still rolling, and it dies at the 23.
Well, Eigler, one of the better punters, kickers in the area. Local media did a little feature on him a few weeks ago. There we see the moon. Can't see the man though.
Nice night of football. Temperature in the mid-60s when we got here, probably in the high 50s by now. Hustle being, and he's brought down, and down he goes. Dan Krieger applying the pressure.
Well, Xavier really is very successful in penetrating through the line of scrimmage, almost untouched. See Krieger coming from a linebacker position, goes in untouched. Brandenburg missed him, the back that was in as well.
Brandenburg just trying to get a little chip of him to knock him off course, unable to do that, a loss of 8.
It's the old lookout block. Look out.
2nd and 18. On the ground to the outside. Gulbranson, he has some room. That's a first down. He's finally brought down out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Daniel Gulbranson on a big burst for the Foxes. We'll take a look at the fullback, number 36, Daniel Gulbranson, sprinting around the left end. Able to turn it up, get past a couple blockers there. Finally pushed out of bounds by number 20, Connor O'Brien.
And a 20-yard gain for Gulbranson. And it's 1st and 10 for the Foxes. They'll keep it on the ground. And once again, Brandenburg getting the call. Brandenburg brought down for maybe a yard or two.
Nice penetration by number 58, Nick Dunger. Able to get in there and pretty well break up that play.
Sam Cusso, the quarterback, the junior, 6'1", 180 pounds. 2nd and 9 for FVL. Short drop, the pass. It is knocked away, incomplete. Knocking it down was Calvin Schuby.
We'll take a look at the replay. Just a quick pass over the middle to Brandenburg, but pretty well shadowed by number 5, Calvin Schuby. 5'10", 175 junior.
So 3rd and 9 now for FVL. They'll go to the shotgun. Hassel with some time, throws, and it is complete and nearly picked off. And let's see, it is picked off. Well, that ball was knocked around, and after the players were rolling around,
finally
Xavier comes up with it.
Finally wrestled away. Yeah, kind of ball was up for grabs a little bit. We'll take a look at Cusso dropping back to pass. Gulbranson with the semi-reception, but kind of balls wrestled away from him. Our first turnover tonight.
Nice defensive play by Calvin Schuby. And a flag coming in from the far side of the sideline.
We're at Rocky Bleier Stadium, home of the Xavier Hawks.
What that call was, it looked like they were just kind of, come on, get out of the way. And what that is was a sideline warning. So the infraction was the players getting too close to the field. So don't do that again.
I won't do that. I'm sorry. I'll stay back. I'll stay up here in the press box.
1st and 10. Quick pass out to Dan Murphy, and he's quickly taken down on the play by J.T. Schlaber.
Just a quick slant pattern to Dan Murphy. Schlaber was there for the tackle. Gain of long 2. There you see Bates's pass. Quick one. Bates threw only 3 passes last week in their win over Berlin, but 2 of them were for touchdowns.
Good open field tackle, 2nd and 8. No score in this one, 1:30 remaining in the quarter. That's O'Brien trying to find some room to the outside. Has some blockers out in front, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Edler with the tackle, or the push out of bounds for the Foxes. Defensive back.
So Appleton Xavier, to keep this drive alive, they have to get to the 36-yard line. So a 3rd and 3. Possible 2-down territory. Adam Bates, quarterback, and Appleton Xavier taking a timeout. Okay, Mr. Nostalgia, what do you have for us on this one?
Well, it's just a great media guide here, and they kind of trace the history of Xavier football for the past, well, going back to 1960, when Xavier beat my alma mater, Fox Valley Lutheran, 20-0, and no, I was not at the high school at that time.
Many think you were.
But it does talk about the some of the key players and Torchy Clark and the schools that they defeated. So it's just some great nostalgia. I remember Mike Heidemann was here when he was here as well.
Of course, he went on to be the head basketball coach at St. Norbert and UWGB after Dick Bennett left.
Heidemann was here from 1978 to 1981 as the head football coach.
He was always a class guy.
David Hinkins, 10th coach to coach football.
Ball is loose. So Adam Bates trying to get a handle on that one, drops it, recovers, so now it's 4th down. And boy, you hate to see that, especially after taking a timeout.
Well, that FEL defense is bending, but they're not breaking. Eric Edler deep for the projected punt from number 2, Paul Iglar.
Looking for the corner. And he hits it. Ball went out of bounds.
Maybe about the 4-yard line, 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
Well, I mentioned earlier he's a great kicker. And he really aimed for the corner nice and got the bounce. It ball hit the sideline, came back into play. We'll take a look at the replay if you can see that. Certainly aiming for the corner, the old coffin corner as we used to call it. There you can see it hits right on the sideline.
You can't get them much better than that.
So the Foxes were deep in their own territory in their last possession, and Gulbransson's 23-yard run got him out of that. We'll see if he can do it again.
So Fox Valley Lutheran pinned deep inside their own territory here. 1st and 10 at the 6, and they try to get a few of it back right away. Bulling straight ahead is Dan Gulbranson. So a little bit more breathing room.
And of course, you just can't turn it over. The turnover by the Foxes didn't hurt them. They were able to play defense in their last possession, so hang on to it, boys.
And FBL is going to let the time run out here. We'll see what Joel Kramer, the 6-year head coach of FBL, comes back with his team here. There is no score on our game of the week on Time Warner Cable Sports. Gary and I will be back in just a minute. Now, welcome back to Rocky Blyer Field, home of the Xavier Hawks, Appleton, and this is Fox Valley Lutheran, 2nd and 8, trying to get to the outside. Gulbranson, and he's across the 10 to the 11-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Foxes.
Well, Gulbranson, the ball carrier, brought down by number 34, James Kinderman. Gain of 3 on the play.
3rd and 5, and like you said, Gary, they have to be careful here. They have a 3 receiver set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and a bad snap. And the exchange, and it's recovered, and it's in for the touchdown. James Kinderman. Johnny on the spot, he just scooped that up and just ran untouched into the end zone.
Oh, I mentioned Kinderman making the last tackle.
The bad exchange has led to a touchdown for Appleton Xavier. And James Kinderman.
Paul Igler in to attempt the extra point. Bates the holder.
And it's good.
Well, a costly turnover for the Foxes as the Hawks, Xavier Hawks, reap the benefits.
Those defensive touchdowns will always kill you. They were able to survive the interception, but not the bad exchange.
Look at the replay. Casso just pulling back and can't find the handle on the ball. It's off on the left side over there, and you can see Kinderman picking it up. Not far from the goal line. In for the touchdown.
Boy, that ball was on the ground for quite some time.
It really was.
So we'll say that goes 10 yards for the touchdowns for James Kinderman on the fumble recovery, and his team is out to a 7-0 lead.
Our dedicated chain crew over there.
Oh, don't forget our game of the week next week. We have the M&M game. The Menominee, Michigan against Marinette.
The Maroons.
Yes. And they just tried a little test to see if Fox Valley Lutheran is paying attention on that one. And obviously heads up by the special teams by the Foxes. Kind of looked like steal the flag, didn't it?
We haven't seen that for a long time.
At the 16. Culbertson out to the 30 on the hard run, and the Foxes see how they do with a little bit better field position this time.
I might have to go to the school song, cheer them on.
Well, they were playing pretty well there for a while, and then just that.
Culbertson's been pretty solid. Brandenburg really hasn't had a breakout performance yet from the tailback position.
And that's Brandenburg trying to get some room, and he's quickly wrapped up. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopped by number 5, Calvin Schuby, who had that interception earlier.
Well, you can tell that Appleton Xavier just trying to stop that run, and they're doing a good job at that. 2nd and 10. Yeah, there comes a flag. And it looks like they crossed the line of scrimmage. It's going to go against Appleton Xavier. Offside.
Okay, encroachment penalty.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, 2nd down.
Chuck Heidner officiating crew out there tonight.
Hey, so 5 free yards here for FVL. 2nd and 5 at the 35. Going to the air, short pass, that's complete. That's a 1st down out to Brandenburg, and he's finally run down at the 43-yard line.
Well, James Kinderman made his presence again in the backfield, pressuring Cuso to throw that ball a little bit earlier than what he wanted to. Fortunately, Brandenburg was wide open.
So it is a 1st down for the Foxes. 1st and 10. They trail 7-0 early in the 2nd quarter. 10-12 remaining in this quarter. Fresh set of downs. Now there's some movement, and here come the flags. The defense moved, and then the offense moved. Let's see what they're going to call.
And number 50, Austin Boehm, was at left tackle. So we'll see number 50 just in our screen there on the replay.
Dead ball, false start, offense, first down.
So the free 5 yards that they got earlier, they lost. It all evens out.
Now it makes it 1st and 15 for the Foxes. Pump fake, going deep, has a man that is complete. He hangs on. Eric Edler just took a shot, and he somehow hung on to that pass.
Well, I think he saw him coming and took a quick duck underneath there and got rid of some of the contact. Kuso with a pump fake to Edler, number 7. Edler going down the sideline. Hit by number 9, Dan Klister.
Of course, that's 1st and 10, and trying to get to the outside, Brandenburg, and Brandenburg with a nice run.
Greg Dunger, number 22, with the stop for the Hawks. There's some big yardage. Probably Brandenburg's biggest carry for tonight. Big 8-yard carry.
Brandenburg with the gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a long 2. Cusso looking, throwing to the end zone, and incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the guy he missed was Zuberbeer, was open on the left side.
Oh, FEL not afraid to mix things up.
Well, I think they're a little more successful with the short pass. We saw the short pass to Brandenburg or Gulbranson.
They had to do something because that defensive line started keying on that run.
They're cheating up. They're containing the running game.
And tripped up Brandenburg. He's going to be short of the 1st down.
Stopped by number 5, Calvin Shuby.
Nice way to trip him up, so now it brings up 4th down. 4th and 3 for the Foxes. Well, what do you do here, Coach Gary?
I go with the short pass. Short swing pass. Roll out a little bit.
That's what he's going to do. He's being chased. Looking, throwing, incomplete. And great pressure applied once again from Appleton Xavier.
Yeah, not a lot of time. You can see him, not a lot of protection. Almost a holding call. Yeah, pass intended for Gulbranson, but it just wasn't there. Not a lot of protection.
Yeah, he ran into his own blocker, and then Jake Whitman kept on going after him and finally got him. So back on downs for Appleton Xavier, and that's pass, and it's complete to Dan Murphy.
Murphy brought down by number 32, Brandenburg. Adam Bates dropping back. Looking for number 7, Dan Murphy. Murphy had a nice touchdown catch last week against Berlin in Xavier's 21-0 win.
Well, there was a late flag, and the flag is in they're out by the 29-yard line. And let's see what the officials are discussing here. So they're going to mark off some more yards against Fox Valley Lutheran. Was it roughing the quarterback?
personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, first down.
Well, roughing the passer, so we'll move it up another 15 yards, personal foul.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 45 now for Appleton Xavier. So Adam Bates took an unnecessary hit, and that will cost 15 yards. First back through, and he plows, moves the pile to the 42-yard line.
Krieger, the ball carrier, brought down by number 35, Aaron Zuberbeer.
So be 2nd and 6 for the Hawks. They have a 5-1 record coming in this game in the Eastern Valley. And this is O'Brien. O'Brien knocked down at the 40. He'll be 3rd and 4.
Number 10, Max Vermeeren with the tackle. Yeah, Xavier's only loss was 39-22 to Ripon. And Waupaca has beaten Ripon, so we've got the big matchup next week as Xavier is at Waupaca. But I think the Comets are on a mission.
3rd and long 4. Bates on the shovel pass. And that did not fool Fox Valley Lutheran. They snuffed out that play, and a loss of 1.
Number 10, Max Vermeeren, really got in there and broke that up, although he didn't make the tackle, but he certainly slowed it up. We'll see Adam Bates dropping back. The little shuffle pass, which you don't see too often, but I think it can be effective, but you got some penetration there, and you saw penetration there by Vermeeren. Really broke up the play. Brings up the punt for Mr. Iglar.
Last time he hit the corner, and this time another high punt, and it's hits at the 2, but this time it skips into the end zone. So FVL will take over at the 20-yard line. Do you think we'll ever see the day when a punter will figure out exactly how that football is going to land and be able to just kind of drop it?
I think there's too many variables. The snap and the weather conditions and the ground. And you're right, if that would have taken a bounce to the right, it would have gone out of bounds about the 2 or 3 yard line. A little confusion by Xavier as far as who should be on the field.
They'll take a timeout here, and well, let's talk about, well, we only have this game and 2 more to go, and then of course the playoffs. And in order to make the playoffs, you have to have a winning record in the conference.
A winning record, or at least be 500 in the conference. In the past, I've seen 500 teams. Usually, most of them get in. But you're right. Now's the time we take a look at, well, you know, who's in and who's out and who has to win. Of course, if you're Fox Valley Lutheran, you have to win. There's no choice. Xavier looking for a shot at the title next week when they play against Waupaca. Waupaca, John Karankowitz has been coaching there for 33 years. He's in the Football Coaches Hall of Fame last spring. He's really has a nice powerhouse going over there, nice momentum.
And for Appleton Xavier, they had a couple state champions last year in Division II. Their girls soccer team and the boys golf team. So
and they've been in the playoffs the last 5 years as well. So they're consistently making the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 20. Hey, a big gainer coming up here. Brandenburg with the carry.
Yeah, his second big carry here. Another 8 yards by Brandenburg. It's nice to see him getting some yardage. Just a quick off tackle play. Nice lead block by the fullback. And the shoestring tackle by number 1, Dan Krieger.
And FVL has been able to move the ball, but they haven't been able to move it consistently. They're they get a couple first downs, but they got to be able to keep that drive going. And the second effort. It's going to be just a little short of the first down, I believe, and good effort there by the defensive lineman to try to wrestle that ball away.
Yeah, Dan Krieger was there, number 1. You're right, they're not getting a lot up the middle. Between tackle and tackle, there isn't a lot of yardage. Their success seems to be on the outside or a little swing pass to the outside or over the middle, the short pass.
3rd and 1 for the Foxes. That's enough for the first down and a big gainer out to the 43-yard line. Brandenburg, he got the 1 and then some.
He's coming. You know, Galbranson was the main horse in the first quarter, and now Brandenburg is stepping up here and getting some big pieces of real estate. Dan Krieger with the stop. First down, Foxes.
And another big gainer here for Brandenburg as he gets into Appleton Xavier territory. About 8 yards on the carry.
Here you see Brandenburg. Fox is able to control the line of scrimmage a little bit on this drive. Get a quick opener for Brandenburg.
So Alec Brandenburg coming alive here on this drive. 2nd and 2. Give it to Brandenburg again, and he's upended. And that's a first down. Woo, he's paid on that one.
Well, he's running hard. We'll take a look at Brandenburg running from the tailback position. Following Max Vermeerman. Upended by number 1, Dan Krieger.
Brandenburg just bounces right back up. 1st and 10 at the 47. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this first half. On the play action, Kusso looking, throwing, and is complete. Wow, what a catch. Brandenburg.
Well, it's the type of catch you see in the pros. You don't see that too often at the high school level, but Galbranson was able to do it. There you see the FBL crowd. Picasso dropping back. Really airs it out. Take that left hand, tucks it in. Dan Murphy on the coverage for the Hawks, number 7. That was an exceptional catch. One of the better catches we've seen all the season.
Oh, yeah, wonderful catch. Dan Galbranson and FBL taking a timeout here. That one was so good. If we can maybe get another look at that, if we still have it on. That's one of the best plays you'll see in high school football coming up right here.
Well, we'll take a look at it. First of all, Casso's got some protection here. And you can see the left arm coming up there. Just kind of knocks it down and tucks it in.
And he stayed in bounds at the same time.
Well, a key drive for the Foxes. They're on the Xavier 24-yard line. They've got a nice drive going here. Brandenburg's had some nice carries in this drive. The big pass there to Galbranson. Got some FBL fans cheering there. How'd they know I was up here?
Alumni night.
Alumni night.
1st and 10 at the 24 for the Foxes. Trying to get on the board. Galbranson for a short gain.
Really no gain on the play by Galbranson on that carry.
Well, we were talking about the drive that FBL has to have, and they're on it right now. It started at the 20-yard line, and now they're at the 24 of the Hawks. 2nd and 10. Oh, bad exchange again.
I was just going to say they stayed away from the penalties and they stayed away from the turnovers. And it was recovered. think Gulbranson with the recovery.
Well, as you remember, as we started this second quarter, a bad exchange went for a touchdown. James Kinderman picked up the loose ball for 10 yards and ran it in. And that's how we have our 7-0 score, 3rd and 11. Cusso throwing. It's complete to Edler. And Edler is run out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Inside the 10-yard line, rather.
Well, about a little down and out pattern on the sideline. There you see Casso just gets it off before he gets hit. I think a defensive back falls down. Eric Edler with the reception.
So 1st and 10, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Oh, Austin Bohm got out there too quick.
Well, left tackle anticipating. There we see some of our nice fans here tonight.
Dead ball, false start.
The old
offense.
stones in the plastic
First
container
down.
trick.
That'll get you some noise, huh? Probably learned that in biology class.
That's one way to recycle those milk jugs.
1st and 15 now. They can still get a first down without getting the touchdown. And to the outside is Brandenburg, and Brandenburg gets it back to the initial line of scrimmage. There you see the score is 7-0 Appleton Xavier over Fox Valley Lutheran, but the Foxes have the ball and they're trying to tie this one up. 2nd and 11. Flushed out of the pocket, looking to the end zone. Touchdown! Gulbranson on the reception.
Well, Cusso really rifled that one in there. And if anything, the pass would have been short, but Gulbranson was able to come up with the reception. Darren Rickard in to attempt the extra point.
And we have a tie game. $80-yard drive and the touchdown from Cusso to Gulbranson, and we're all tied up at 7 apiece.
Let's take a look at the replay. Fake handoff to Brandenburg. Cusso rolling out to his right, just fires a bullet. To Gulbranson in the middle. For the touchdown. Onward FEL, we cheer thee.
And of course it was set up by that great catch by Gulbranson.
Yeah, nice combination. Nice combination of the running game, primarily by Brandenburg, and the passes to Gulbranson. The big one-hand catch that he made, as well as the touchdown pass. Nice drive.
You were just waiting for him to score to get out that cheer, weren't you?
Well, it's in my blood. Maroon and gray.
So Darren Rickard will kick off, deep to receive for Appleton Xavier, Dan Krieger and Connor O'Brien. And the squibber. And they fall on it at the 32.
Yeah, Calvin Shuby kind of fielded the grounder. Downed it there. Got 2:13, plenty of time for the Hawks.
Well, last week we had the big offense between Green Bay Southwest and Green Bay Preble. End up being, what, 35-28?
And it's kind of funny because I looked at scores in this conference since the start of the season. There are a lot of high-scoring teams in this conference. I'm talking 30 to 40 points. We're not seeing that tonight.
Here you see a good shot of O'Brien on the run, and he's stacked up. 2 minutes remaining in the half.
And FEL's done a pretty good job defensively containing him as well. You know, Brandenburg didn't have much of a first quarter for FEL. Had a nice solid quarter the last 2-3 minutes for the Foxes. And look for Connor O'Brien probably to break it open too sometime here.
They've held him pretty much in check thus far. O'Brien, deep receiver, and a high pass, and it is complete. And he's in bounds. Dan Murphy.
Well, it's easy. When you're 6'5", you're going to catch those. Well, Adam Bates really going to kind of loft one, just put it up in the air. And Dan Murphy, 6'5", 185. Jump ball. Max Vermeer, I believe, on defense, 5'11". Do the math.
That was good hang time.
It was.
The pitch to Krieger. Trying to get to the outside, and a great tackle. Wow, good open field tackle, Eric Edler.
Well, Dan Krieger's going to be the ball carrier. Sweep left. You're going to see number 7, Eric Edler, come in. 5'11", 170-pound senior, just throws his body in there and breaks up the play.
We've seen some nice plays tonight on offense and defense. 2nd and 11. On the play action, Bates throwing. He has a man complete. Short of the first down, Sam Koken on the reception.
Brought down by number 36, Gulbranson. And Xavier calls timeout. We only have 43 seconds left in the first half. There you see our replay. Oh, nice fingertip catch by number 42, Sam Koken.
So Appleton Xavier taking a timeout here.
They've got the parachute ready for your jump, Dave. I know the market's down. They're ready for you.
I think they're going to need a bigger chute than that.
Talk about a bailout. I don't know.
I counted 700 billion right in there. Somewhere underneath there is my 401k.
It'll bounce back. Stay in the booth up here. You're okay.
All right. 3rd down for Appleton Xavier at the 42. It's 3rd and 6. We have 43 seconds remaining in the first half. Play action. Bates looking deep. Looking. And incomplete. Dan Krieger was the intended receiver.
Well, Krieger was down there, and Dan Murphy was in the neighborhood as well. But pass was overthrown. Stops the clock, 38 seconds left. There you see Adam Bates just kind of airing it out, hoping the receivers can run under it. Brandenburg on defense for the Foxes as well.
Nice high punt, and FBL just lets it roll in. They didn't even have a back man on that. They wanted to make sure there was no funny business up there.
Well, you're right, and that would have been a good spot maybe for a fake punt as well, so give credit to the FBL defense. We got 31 seconds left in the first half. So don't turn it over, FBL. Alumni talking here. Do not turn it over.
So you happy with this first half?
Yeah, I think it's been a good first half. You know, you take a look at the season stats. There's only 29 yards difference between these two teams in total yardage. They're 4-5 in the conference. On paper, they're even. So we'll let the clock
and
run out
FPL
here.
just taking a knee here to run out the first half.
It's been a good defensive battle. They've been able to contain each other's running game for most of the first half. I like the drive FEL put together there. If it wasn't for the turnover, they'd be up 7-0.
And that it was a 10-yard fumble recovery by James Kinderman to start that second quarter. The point after made it 7-0, but then Kuso and Gulbranson hooked up for the 11-yard touchdown catch with 2:14 remaining in the first half. The extra point made it 7-7. That's where we are, and it's halftime. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the 22nd Apple Bowl. Dave LeBar and the commish Gary Sievert with you tonight in this Eastern Valley Conference with the Appleton Xavier Hawks against the Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes. We're tied up at 7-7 as we're going to start this third quarter, Gary.
We're all set here. Xavier has won the last 5 games. There is a nice trophy that goes with us that we saw at the entranceway for the Apple Bowl. Started back in 1987. Biggest rivalry in the city of Appleton, the Apple Bowl.
And we're ready to get things going. Kicking off for FVL, Darren Rickert. And it's taken at the 17-yard line by Dan Krieger. And Krieger with a nice return out to the 37-yard line.
Well, we'll see if Xavier made any adjustments at halftime. I think they need to go to a little bit more of a shorter passing game to complement the running game, which has been pretty much contained by FVL. They've kept Connor O'Brien under check most of the first half. A nice job defensively by the Foxes, so they may have to go to the pass a little bit more this half.
And the quarterback is Adam Bates. And some confusion on the defense by Fox Valley Lutheran. They had to take a timeout already.
Well, they're short a player. So one of the defensive linemen saw that, wait a minute, there's only 3 of us and there should be 4. Who's in the locker room?
Either that or the guy, or who's still in the band.
Well, yeah. So there was a lineman that came off the field. But you're right, that's not the way you want to start the second half. Wasting a timeout.
Well, the Xavier Hawks come in with a 5-1 record. Fox Valley Lutheran 2-4. Must win for FVL to keep alive any playoff hopes, as 2 games remain after this one. Need at least a 500 record. 4-5 will not do it.
No, it will not. So the pressure's really on the Foxes to win out the rest of the season. No choice.
And it'll be a long ride home for me with Gary, because he's not going to be pleasant to ride home with if FBL doesn't win this one, right? Okay, that's Bates on the keeper. Bates out to the 42.
Initial contact by number 74, Sam Spaeth, and 32, Brandenburg. Bates on the keeper. Had to turn it upfield, couldn't get to the outside. That was pretty well sealed off, and Brandenburg with the initial hit.
They'll give him a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Hawks. On the play action. Going deep, looking, and it is knocked away. Intended receiver was Dan Murphy, nicely broken up by J.T. Schlaver.
Well, there you've got that matchup. I mentioned earlier, Murphy at 6'5", and Schlaver happens to be 5'11", 150. Well, I mentioned I thought Xavier would have to go to the air a little bit more, and they are. When you've got that 6'5" Murphy out there, a nice big target, throw it up, let him go get it. Fortunately, Schlaver's got the nice inside position, able just to wrestle it away. Plus, Schlaver got up in the air, too.
Timed that just right. Good defensive play. 3rd and 4 for the Hawks. Bates rolling and incomplete. He was looking for Sam Koken, and it's 4th down.
And Brandenburg was there on the defense as well. Well, nice stop by the Foxes.
And you can tell that Xavier offense just doesn't seem to be in sync tonight.
No, they really don't. They, again, I think it's that running game that they've been relying on so much, and it's not there. So now you've got to find some options. If you're a running team, we saw that with Preble. If you're behind, now they're not behind, but it's hard to play catch up when you've got the running game.
That's definitely their bread and butter. Yep, just underway in this second half. Nice high punt, and the fair catch coming up and taken by Eric Edlers. So the Foxes will take over 1st and 10 at the 25. Well, next week our Time Warner Cable Sports crew will be at the nation's longest rivalry. It's not consecutive years, but over 100 meetings between Menominee, Michigan and Marinette. Not much there.
Yeah, it's really a festive weekend for that M&M game because there is a parade over the bridge and there's a lot of activities going on. It's just a great rivalry. And we were up there, I don't know what, maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago for just a fantastic shootout game.
Still the best football game I've ever seen.
It really was, yeah. What, 57-56 final or 58-56? It was just like an NBA game, up and down.
Sam Cusso, the quarterback. And on the little reverse, it's taken by number 36, Dan Gulbranson.
Brought down by number 34, James Kinderman. Take a look at the replay. There you see the handoff to Gulbranson, fake to Brandenburg. Nice one-on-one tackle by Kinderman.
A gain of 2, 3rd and 8 for FVL. On the play action and being flushed out of the pocket and throws it out of bounds. And a smart play by Sam Cusso because he was under some heavy pressure.
Yeah, again, he didn't get much time. Just doesn't have a lot of time to throw a long ball. I believe the pass was intended for Gulbranson. Brings up 4th and a bunch.
You can tell even some of the fans are a little out of sync here tonight for Appleton Xavier. They just kind of sitting on their hands tonight, trying to not getting into it thus far. And we have a 7-7 game. Line drive kick taken at the 47 in FVL field and taken down at the 38-yard line. Dan Klister with a nice return.
Yeah, Klister able to get about a 20-yard return on that. Got by a couple would-be tacklers. We'll see that right here. 14-yard return by Klister. A couple of missed tackles by the Foxes. Gets by about 2-3 tacklers. Finally pushed out of bounds. Pretty good field position at the FVL 40 for the Hawks.
1st and 10 for Xavier. And that is Dan Krieger. Not much for Krieger.
Well, Max Ramiran, linebacker, 5'11", 185 senior, made a nice one-on-one tackle there.
I hope they have rights to do that. Don't we have the operating rights here?
Modern technology.
2nd and 10. Just under 9 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. And that's Bates. He'll keep it himself, and he's wrapped up nicely.
Sam Spaeth with the tackle, number 74. You're right. They're trying to find something here that'll work for him. I don't think Adam Bates had too many carries the first half.
So it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 for Appleton Xavier. Bates throws. It is complete to O'Brien. O'Brien is close to the first down. The ball is loose, but he was down. And he should have enough for the first down. Yeah, he's got it by about 3 yards.
Really a nice reach out catch. We'll see that by Connor O'Brien. Just kind of stretches out here. There's that short little pass I've been looking for. Little pass in the right flat. Nice catch over the shoulder. Regains his balance. We've got a loose ball, but the official was ruling he was down.
Caught him right in stride. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. That's Krieger to the left side with a little bit of running room, and he's down inside the 20, knocked down at the 18.
Brought down by number 74, Sam Spaeth. Nice read by number 1, Dan Krieger. Instead of going to the outside, he cuts back. Little cutback move here. Nice gain of 8 on the play for the Hawks. 2nd and 2.
This drive started at the 40-yard line of FVL. And that's Bates handing off to Sam Koken. Check that. That was Connor O'Brien.
Connor O'Brien with the carry for the first down. Big first down. So O'Brien had that nice catch, gave him a first down. Now he's got another first down by running.
Appleton Xavier trying to regain the lead. Their only score came on a defensive fumble recovery run into the end zone. There's Bates. And Bates eludes a tackler and inside the 10-yard line, brought down at the 8.
Number 2, Garrett Grieve with the tackle on Bates. So we've seen Adam Bates with a few carries. One of the adjustments that must have been made at halftime by the Hawks.
Second and 8 for the Hawks at the 8. Inside handoff. And that was Sam Koken on the carry. To the 5.
I don't think we've seen too much of this during the season, that we've got some exercise bikes for the players sitting out to stay loose so they're ready to go. A little prevention injury work.
3rd and 4 at the 5. They can still get a first down. That's Bates to the right side. He has a blocker out in front. Bates is stopped short of the goal line, but he might have that first down.
Well, I think you're right, Dave. Brandenburg wrapped him up and really kept him short of the goal line. Again, we'll see Bates on the keeper, probably about his 4th or 5th keeper this quarter.
Say, get that guy.
O'Brien, knock him down so I can get in the end zone. So we're going to take a official's timeout for a measurement. Pretty good camera view there.
I think he does have it, and he got a nice mark on the forward progress. So it should be a first down. Could be 1st and goal. It's either that or a touchdown. Look how close that is to the goal line.
Easy first down. They're knocking on the door.
So 1st and goal for the Hawks. You think Bates again? This time on
Bates
keeper?
on the keeper.
And it is. And he's in for the touchdown. And why not? Adam Bates with the 1-yard run, and Appleton Xavier has regained the lead.
Well, it started out with a drive on their own on the FBL 40-yard line, so they had great position on that drive. A couple real nice plays. Connor O'Brien on the catch, on the pass, and the nice run. Bates able to capitalize with the keeper. Inglar into attempt the extra point.
And it's good. 14-7, the lead for Appleton Xavier.
One little swing in momentum. Okay, we'll take a look at the replay now. Against the ball's about on the 1 foot line, so safest play, quarterback. Keep it, don't have to worry about handing it off. Could be a fumble.
And the congratulations going to the senior quarterback, Adam Bates. Nice drive. And his team now has the lead 14-7. Don't forget, next week, Gary and I and the rest of the Time Warner Cable crew will be at the M&M game, Menominee, Michigan against Marinette. And then our final game of the season, Oshkosh West at Kaukauna.
The FVA, we'll take a look at next week, the standings, see who's in and see who's not.
Right. Kimberly's still winning that conference, undefeated. That's still the best team I've seen thus far. We haven't seen Notre Dame.
And Kaukauna will have one of the best quarterbacks in northeastern Wisconsin. A little bit of a pooch kick.
Handled nicely by Fox Valley Lutheran, and look out. There he goes, Alex Brandenburg, and Brandenburg is finally tripped up at the 48-yard line, so making him pay for that short kick.
It was the kicker that saved the touchdown, number 2, Paul Iglar. He's not there. The maroon and gray have a touchdown. Take a look at the replay on the short kick. Fielded cleanly by Brandenburg. And it gets to the outside, gets to the right side. Back to live action.
Cusso running right. Has a little opening. He's going to take it himself. And he's in Xavier territory, knocked down at the 48-yard line.
Good run of 5 for the scrambling quarterback, getting his play on the sideline before he gets back to the huddle.
Joe Kramer, the head coach of Fox Valley Lutheran in his 6th year, and his team with a 2-4 record. They're trying to stay alive to play some more football games, trying to make the playoffs. 2nd and 5. And getting out to the outside, Gulbranson, and Gulbranson with the first down. Dances and moves and down at the 30-yard line.
Well, Gulbranson really turned a short gainer into a big one with 2nd and 3rd effort. As our FVL fans are cheering there. Let's take a look at the replay. Able to break a tackle there. Fakes out the defensive back for another one. Breaks 3 tackles.
Looked like Barry Sanders on that one. Nicely done. And this time it's Brandenburg, and Brandenburg with some running room.
Well, Brandenburg gets about 8-9 on the play. Here comes the other 1-2 punch for the Foxes. Number 32, Alec Brandenburg. Again, a lot of missed tackles by the Hawks. Finally brought down by number 7, Dan Murphy.
2nd and 1 at the 21. The Foxes on the march. First back through, and that's Garrett Grieve. And that's enough for the first down. So Grieve doing the job, coming in, getting that first down. Fresh set of downs for the Foxes. First and 10 at the 19th. There you see the score. Xavier with a touchdown lead, 14-7.
3 minutes left in the third quarter.
They're going to keep it on the ground. Brandenburg. Not much this time.
Maybe a short one, if at all, if any gain. No gain on the play.
Brandenburg, only a junior, 5'11", 150 pounds.
We got to beef him up, 150.
Yeah. Garrett Prowl in the game, number 84. He's lined up wide right. Edler on the left side. This time rolling, firing, complete. Oh, and a flag coming in. That's going to negate the long completion.
Yeah, you've got an illegal block by Edler right in front of the official there. He couldn't miss that if he was blind. So kind of a costly penalty. Holding by the defensive back on a downfield block. We'll see Kuso rolling out to his left, comes back. Nice catch by Gulbranson, but there you see the hold right there.
So now they're discussing where the infraction was, and the flag is right outside the 10-yard line.
Holding, offense, replay, second down.
Okay, so they'll replay second down.
So that'll now make it 2nd and 12 for the Foxes at the 21. Have to get the first down. Let's see, right outside the 9-yard line. Husso rolling right this time. He fires. That's complete. Down at the 15.
Well, they ran the same play, but let's run it to the right side this time.
Max Vermeen on the catch.
Kuso rolling out to his right. Now, when I played for the old alma mater, it was red was right and blue was left. We had red do-jiggy right.
Okay. It worked that time.
It worked.
3rd and 5. Oh, this time they're flushing him out right. Cusso being chased. He throws and incomplete, out of bounds.
Gulbranson, the intended receiver, but you had some nice pressure by the Hawks. Again, Kuso just, I don't know how he shakes off that pressure like water off of a duck, but he's able to do it. Brings up 4th down, a big play for the Foxes right here.
4th and 5, a huge play of the game for the Foxes.
Well, let's go for that little swing pass.
It's been effective tonight. Cusso looking, throwing, has a man wide open. Touchdown. Max Vermeer.
Max Vermeer, and there's no flag on the plays. Well, that short pass has been very effective for the Foxes tonight. Whether it's Brandenburg or Gulbranson, in this case Vermeer with the touchdown reception. 4th and 5, and they needed a big play, and they got it.
Second touchdown pass by Cusso, and the point after is good. Feeling a little bit better now?
Oh my goodness. The alumni are sleeping a lot better right now.
Good little play action pass, and that has been the sweetheart play for him tonight. Van Meeren on the reception.
Again, we'll see the little swing pass here over the middle. Kusel's got some time, but again, you've got pressure again by number 8, Kissinek, rushing in there. And there you've got Vermeeren. Gets his head down and breaks that plane for the touchdown. The maroon and gray tie it up.
14-14 in the Apple Bowl. How big is this Apple Bowl, by the way?
Well, it's bigger than life. Not as big as that federal bailout program, but it's pretty big.
Okay.
It's bragging rights. It's bragging rights.
I mean, now whoever wins, they have the bowl and they take it to, or they go to the Super Bowl after, or what?
We have to stay healthy. It stays the Apple Bowl.
Okay. All right. 14-14 is the score. It's been a good one tonight. We always have good ones on Time Warner Cable Sports. Short kick taken by the up man, and a nice play out there and grabbed right out of the air by Jack Little. Good field position for the Hawks.
Brought down by number 54, Aaron Wellhofer. I suppose there's some Cortlands and McIntosh and Golden Delicious. There would not be any crab apples. Honey Crisp, we'll throw in a couple of those. It's a big bowl.
Okay. That's Bates dancing through, and he slices through, slices and dices to the 41. He's getting right to the core.
Adam Bates with another carry. Pretty good piece of running, 4 yards on the play.
Second down for the Hawks. We're all tied up at 14. And it was 7-7 at halftime. And then Bates with a nice drive, and he capped it off with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Hawks wasn't able to stop the Foxes on the next possession. Oh, the ball is loose. Here we go. Okay, it'll be third down. See if he was down on that.
We'll take a look at the play here on the replay. O'Brien, the ball carrier. Oh, I see. You got Gulbranson in there ripping the ball loose. Nice camera shot there, boys.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter. It's been a dandy. Rocky Blyer would like this one. 14-14 is the score. Fourth quarter coming up on Time Warner Cable Sports. Okay, third down for the Hawks. Trying to get to the outside is Krieger. Krieger is stopped just short of the first down as we start this fourth quarter. And Bates wants to go for it.
Well, there was a flag. I thought that there was a flag. It's going to be a legal block. Yeah. It's on the far side of the field, but I saw the defensive back come in there and commit the no-no.
Well, this will be an interesting decision for head coach Joel Kramer. It'll be 4th and 1, or you can back him up some more.
Push him back.
Well,
way back. Push him back. Push him back.
I think you
Block
almost
in the
have
back.
to.
Offense. Replay third down.
They'll take
Because you never know, you might go for that on the fourth down, being 4th and short. This will back him up to the 35-yard line. Now it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Hawks. We have ourselves a tie ball game. Appleton Xavier and Fox Valley Lutheran. It's been a dandy tonight. 3rd and 11, the pitch to Krieger. And Krieger not going anywhere. And Fox Valley Lutheran will get the ball back and the chance to take the lead.
Yeah, it was a nice call on the penalty, backed him up 10 yards, and defense really held no gain on the play. That momentum swing that the offense had is certainly carried on to the defense for the Foxes.
Kigh been very effective punting tonight. He's been a nice weapon for Appleton Xavier, but this one is off the side of his foot.
He shanked one.
And it squirts out at the 43-yard line, so some great field position for Fox Valley Lutheran as we just get this fourth quarter underway.
Well, plenty of time left. Most of our game today has been pretty much between the two 20-yard lines.
Are you surprised the way that FVL has been playing tonight?
No, I think it's very conservative, very safe, just as I told them to play. You know, they just kind of grind it out. They don't have the big breakaway runners that we've seen in some of our past games that we've covered, or a strong passer, but they just do a little nickel and diming here.
To the outside, Gulbranson run out of bounds at the 42. Well, pretty much back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, they'll mark it up maybe about a yard.
Yeah, about a yard and a half, 1.5.
Second and 9 for the Foxes. Eric Edler lined up wide right for the Foxes. And a big hole. That's Garrett Grieve. Check that. That's Alec Brandenburg. I saw the big two come out of there facing us.
Well, another good run by Brandenburg. You know, he's getting about 7, 8, 9 yards a crack now. That's nice to see. We mentioned the 1-2 punch of Gulbranson and Brandenburg, and here you see Brandenburg coming right at you. Able to break a couple tackles. Tackles were too high. We've got a first down for the Foxes.
9-yard gain. A lot of time left in this one. 9:50 in the fourth quarter. Sam Cusso, the quarterback. And a big play coming up here. Running into the secondary is Dan Gulbranson.
Well, the running game certainly goes to the Foxes tonight. A nice combination of Brandenburg and Gulbranson. Here you see Gulbranson following his blocker, number 2, Garrett Grieve. Gets into the open field, covers the ball up nicely. Brought down by Blair Reitzner, number 90.
FVL looking for the upset tonight. First and 10 at the 29. He'll keep it on the ground, and another big gainer into the secondary, and finally down inside the 10, down to the 5. Brandenburg.
Onward FVL, we cheer thee will be loyal to our school.
There they go.
Oh, I mentioned that 1-2 punch. Gulbranson, Brandenburg, Gulbranson, Brandenburg. There you see Brandenburg get a big piece of real estate. Don't turn it over.
First and goal at the 7 for the Foxes. And another big hole. And inside the 5 and down to the 2, Brandenburg.
Get number 32, Brandenburg, from the tailback position. Gets his number called. Nice hole with line of scrimmage there. Max Vermeeren helped make that hole.
Gulbranson and Brandenburg in the backfield. Second and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. Alec Brandenburg has given FVL the lead.
Well, why not? Nice, solid running game. Again, what did we start on? About their own 43-yard line?
Yeah, it started with not a very good punt. And they capitalize on that. Some big runs.
Nice 58.
Credit that offensive line for opening up some
58-yard
big
drive
holes.
by the Foxes. You're right.
Some explosive plays and the extra point. It is good. And look at this, folks. With 8:13 remaining, FBL has the lead.
Well, you have to believe in your alma mater here, my son.
Well, you said this was going to be a good one, and that Appleton Xavier had to be leery of this game.
There you've got Brandenburg, the running back. Galbranson creating some blockage at the line of scrimmage. Well, what's nice is you stay away from the turnovers. You don't create any penalties for yourself. You're right. They cashed in on the punt that was a little bit shanked by Iglar.
And the Fox Valley Lutheran fans coming to life here. They can smell an upset. 5-1 Appleton Xavier trails in this game. 21-14 to 2-4 Fox Valley Lutheran, but plenty of time to go.
Darren Rickert to kick off for the Foxes. And you're right, we've got 8:13, we've got a lifetime left here.
Klister and Krieger deep to receive. It's a short kick, and it's recovered by Appleton Xavier. Well, I kind of questioned that one.
It raised quite a few eyebrows in the booth up here.
I think they wanted to try. I wasn't in the huddle, but I think they were trying to get it through that first wave of linemen, but unable to do that.
But your defense has been solid. Look at that last possession by Xavier. Your defense held them. Kick it deep, let them play. Work for field position.
Some good special team players on Appleton Xavier, but being chased and thrown, incomplete, and he had a big wall up there. He had some running room for Hans Hartwig.
Yeah, you're right. There were 3 offensive linemen there. He could have really cashed that one in. I would go back to that play shortly.
Aaron Zuberbier applying the pressure, and I think that's what helped on that play, or that could have been a big gainer.
Zuberbier, 6'4", 185-pound senior.
Second and 10 for the Hawks. O'Brien in motion. O'Brien gets the carry. O'Brien trying to get to the outside, and he's tripped up at the 44-yard line.
Well, J.T. Schlaver made a nice save there. He was the guy stringing out, came in and made the tackle. Just a one-on-one tackle. Connor O'Brien with the carry around the right side. You're going to see number 12, Schlaver, come up there. Just sticks his nose in there. Makes the one-on-one tackle.
Now can the defense come up again for Fox Valley Lutheran?
Oh, sure.
They've only given up 1 touchdown tonight. Bates throwing deep. It is intercepted. J.T. Schlaver with the interception, and the Foxes will take over at their own 31.
Well, Dan Murphy, the intended receiver, but again, you're going to see some nice inside positioning by Schlaver. So talk about a guy playing both sides of the field. Here Schlaver stops the run on the previous play. On the far side of the field, he has to come back and play defensive back on this side. There you see Bates rolling out to his left, but has to stop and come back for a right-handed passer and get set. A little bit of a lame duck. Kind of resembled a mallard a little bit there.
7:26 remaining in this one. Fox Valley Lutheran with the lead and the ball. And it's given to Galbranson, and Galbranson breaks a tackle, and he has the first down.
Well, you saw this on the last drive. Both Gulbranson and Brandenburg are starting to break tackles, get that extra yardage on their own athleticism. Brandenburg, the ball carrier, able to turn the corner. One missed tackle there. Finally, a nice tackle by number 9, Dan Klister, comes in with the finish.
An offensive line opening up some big holes for Fox Valley Lutheran. Not that time. Whoa! Brandenburg, as soon as he got that ball, down he went.
Well, Chris Little comes up with a big play for the Hawks. Oh, we saw Chris Little make a couple of big plays like that in the first quarter. And this is certainly a time in the game when the Hawks needed a big play, and they got one.
Loss of 4, 2nd and 14, 6.5 minutes remaining in this one. FVL smelling upset. Husso being flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run with it, and he's across the 50. He's close to the first down. I think he got it.
I think we've got a little bit of a broken play here. Starts to roll out to his left. Again, great penetration by Dave Ramlett, number 50. Turns it upfield for 15 yards.
And that is another first down for the Foxes. 1st and 10 now at the 46 of Xavier. Gulbranson inside the 40, down at the 37.
Just tripped up by Dan Krieger. He'd still be in the end zone, I think. Ken Gulbranson, the ball carrier. Gain of 8 on the play. 6 minutes left.
This could be the knockout punch coming up here for the Foxes. Another score here puts them up. Possible 14. Less than 6 minutes to go in this one. And that is Brandenburg. Brandenburg with the first down.
First down. Some of the FVL fans.
They should be happy. Their team has the lead here. Not too many expected them to win this game, except for the guy to the right of me.
Well, you know, we've got plenty of time left.
Oh, yeah. 1st and 10. That's Husso. He's going to keep it himself, and might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we've got 5 minutes left. You're right, if you can grind out maybe one more first down or maybe 2 more.
The clock can't go fast enough for FVL. They're doing a great job on this drive with the first downs. Using up a lot of time. Keeping it on the ground. And that is Gulbranson.
Well, number 10, Chris Little, shot through the line of scrimmage and it really started to break up that play.
So it'll be 3rd and 7. Appleton Xavier needs a stop here, and their fans trying to cheer on the defense. Pass complete. That is a first down to Alec Brandenburg. And the drive continues.
Well, he gets pushed out of bounds, which stops the clock for the Xavier Hawks. We're going to see that little swing pass that we've seen all night. Very successful for the Foxes. Nice catch by Brandenburg. He's got to turn it upfield.
First and 10 at the 20 for the Foxes. 3.5 minutes remaining in this one. No flags? Okay, here they come. That's Brandenburg on the carry, but flag on the play here. And it's going to go against procedure against Fox Valley Lutheran.
But when is the last time FVL had a penalty this half? It's been a while. It's been a while, if at all.
They had that illegal hold at about the 5-yard line.
Okay.
That pushed it back. That's about the only one.
That's about it. Brandenburg getting
Illegal
through the
motion
line of scrimmage
on
there.
the offense. Replay first down.
5-yard penalty, replay first down. 3:22 left in the ball game.
So Fox Valley Lutheran lost last week 34-0.
Lost to Wapaka, limited 90 yards on offense. That's kind of demoralizing. So able to bounce back.
So a lot of people had them written off in this game, but here they are at 2-4. The chance to still make the playoffs with 2 games remaining after this one, but they still have to shut down Appleton Xavier. First and 15. Keep it on the ground. Galbranson.
Stopped by number 33, Jake Whitman. Xavier is going to take a timeout here to stop the clock. 2:52 left in the ball game.
Well, next week we will be at the M&M game. Menominee against Marinette, and then our last game of the year, Oshkosh West against Kaukauna.
And we hope the weather holds out.
Yeah, it's been
it's really been good. It's been dry. A little chilly last weekend, but tonight is very nice. Nice, bearable. It's cool, but not bad.
Yeah, once the sun went down, it dropped about 15 degrees or so. There you go.
Our camera crew, we thank them for their coverage tonight.
Some great shots tonight, as always. So 21-14, Fox Valley Lutheran with the lead here, and the ball at 2nd and 17. Appleton Xavier using a timeout. They have 2 remaining. So FVL, well, you got a two-headed monster, Brandenburg and Galbranson, and getting the carries here. Husso trying to go to the outside. Husso with a little bit of running room, and he's out of bounds, and it stops the clock.
Well, I know he didn't have a lot of time to look downfield, but 84, Garrett Prawl was wide open. I think he could have lofted over the defensive back.
Well, and either on that one, too, he should have tried to stay in bounds, too, give it up the other 2 yards.
Yeah.
Because the clock is the most important thing right now. That means that Appleton Xavier gets to keep another timeout. 3rd and 9. Galbranson, and he is tripped up at the 15-yard line. So it will be 4th down.
Xavier calls timeout to kill the clock.
Well, we saw the leg here of Darren Rickert. Do you go for the field goal here? It's 4th and 9. Well, we're going to give Fox Valley Lutheran a chance to talk this one over. Joel Kramer, let's see what he comes up with. They have the lead 21-14. We'll be back in just a moment. Time Warner Cable Sports. It's a good one.
Well, Rickert has only kicked 2 field goals. He's attempted 2 and he's kicked 2. But they're going for it.
Joel Kramer says, give my big guys the ball here. Cusso rolling, looking, he's got a man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown!
Well, Edler was open for about a half hour. And finally they saw him. and they should see him because he's got the whitest shirt out there.
The third touchdown pass from Sam Cusso, and look at this. And it is correct, 27-14, Fox Valley Lutheran. It's 28-14. Oh, you had to have guts to call that one.
Well, yeah, it was a nice rollout. Cusso very effective on the rollout. I don't think we've seen too many rollout quarterbacks this season, but very comfortable with that, able to roll out to his right, and we'll take a look at it again on the replay and get some protection there. And you're going to see the nice white shirt. Look how white that shirt is. That's the white knight right there.
Oh, you couldn't have thrown it any better. Hit him right
in the
middle
numbers.
of the number.
Exactly. Lucky 7. Nice catch by Eric Edler. But you're right. Give Kramer credit for having the guts to go for it on 4th down. Spread out the offense. Well executed.
Yeah, you kind of looked at it. Hey, if I don't get it, the defense has been playing well.
Yeah.
You still force him to get a touchdown. But now, the huge play. 28-14. Now don't kick it short on this one, or do you?
No, kick it deep. Nothing silly here. Kick it deep.
All right.
There we go.
And it's taken out
Get her
one
to bounce
by O'Brien. And O'Brien is taken down at the 16. Had a tough time handling it.
Micah Whitty with the stop for the Foxes, number 40, special teams. You're right. They got the bounce on that. That helped them.
(28-14), 2:24 remaining in this one. The Hawks trail by a couple touchdowns. A short pass complete and hook and lateral. And that's to Krieger. And Krieger, that's a first down.
We'll take a look at the old hook and ladder play where the pass will be made to a receiver, and he's going to quickly lateral to a back coming out there, Murphy. And you've got Krieger with the carry.
And the throw is complete and knocked out of bounds to Dan Krieger.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess he did go out of bounds. Okay. Wasn't sure if he went out of bounds.
Appleton Xavier in the hurry-up offense.
Bates to Krieger. Yeah, it gets out of bounds. I sit corrected.
Stops the clock at 2:11. Remember, Appleton Xavier has 2 timeouts remaining in this one. They trail by 14. Bates, he's going to run, trying to get to the sidelines, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
I think Xavier has only 1 left. I think they used 2.
So 2:04 remaining in this. Bates picked up the first down. Clock stops as he was run out of bounds. Fox Valley Lutheran trying to stop the big play here on the play action. That's Bates, and run out of bounds on the completion, Sam Koken. So methodically going down the field here,
they really
using
are.
very little time.
And they're getting out of bounds and they're stopping the clock. It's textbook 2-minute offense here, I guess.
Hans Hartwig checking into the game, number 12. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Bates throws, complete to Sam Koken, and Koken is run down at midfield. He stays in bounds, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2 for the Hawks. Bates throws complete. That's a first down to O'Brien at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains, but he was still in bounds.
1:33 left.
Now remember, Appleton Xavier has to score twice. They trail by 2 touchdowns. Clock starts, minute and a half remaining in this one. Bates, now he throws deep. He has a man out of bounds. Well, he was briefly open, Dan Klister.
Yeah, pretty well covered by Michael Whitty, and you had Gulbranson deep there. Pass a little bit long. Stops the clock. 1:25.
Second and 10. Minute 25 remains. Bates rolling, being chased, and it is incomplete.
Almost intercepted, number 10, Max Vermeeren. Probably the closest receiver on that play.
And you have to like the way that the FVL defense has played this entire game. They only gave up the 1 touchdown.
That's right. The defense, yeah, exactly. Xavier defense scored 1. You know, after they took that timeout early in the first half and got 11 players on the field, they were pretty good.
Yeah. And that entire second half, they have looked like a really good football team. I think they surprised Appleton Xavier. Deep pass. And it is intercepted. Edler with the interception, and the win will go to FVL tonight.
Well, Fox was playing a little prevent defense, and there were 3 defensive backs that were surrounding number 7, Dan Murphy. And the ball was up for grabs. So Adam Bates going deep to number 7, Dan Murphy, the 6'5" target. Just kind of launches it up in the air, and it is up for grabs. Ball a little bit overthrown, and how about number 7, Eric Edler? About the last touchdown has played. He's been all over the field, hasn't he, Dave? I mean, he made the touchdown catch and made the interception here.
It was a complete team victory that can have on this one. You can credit the running attack of Brandenburg and Gulbranson and the quarterback and Kuso, three touchdown passes. The defense coming up with the big plays.
Yeah, and you're right. And Kuso just able to escape anytime. You know, he sacked maybe a couple times tonight, but boy, he sure was very elusive back there and able to break a few tackles and roll out and make some nice completions there. You're right. It's a nice team win for Coach Joel Kramer and the Foxes.
And I was going to say, the coaching staff put together a nice game plan tonight to give their team a chance to win. They took pretty good care of the ball, except for the one that they turned over and turned into a touchdown. But he had faith in the players. Had some gutsy calls at the end there.
Well, you're right. And all night I've been looking at the play selection. It's been good. You had the running game, but you had that little nice swing pass. You had the touchdown pass to Vermeeren that was 4th and 4, I believe. Early he went in to the end zone there. That's been very good for him. The short pass tonight. Get it to your running backs and let them turn it upfield for some yardage.
Fox Valley Lutheran losing last week big to Wapaka 34-0. Appleton Xavier will take on Wapaka next week's. And well, for Fox Valley Lutheran, this will put them at 3-4. They have to win their last 2 games. Are those winnable games?
Well, you know, certainly you've already played Wapaka, and now you've beaten Xavier. So talk about it, and it's do or die. They've got to win. A nice combination here. I think they're going to leave this without any major injuries. And 1 down, 2 to go.
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
So they're just going to let the clock run here. 1 more play, and Appleton Xavier will drop to 5-2. Fox Valley Lutheran will improve to 3-4 in the Eastern Valley Conference. That will do it.